What I really love about being in the Honor Orchestra of America is getting to meet all the different people from all over. That's probably one of the main reasons why I come here.
Coming to a place where everyone is from a national caliber, everyone has come together and they love music just as much as I do.
Year after year, I come back to Indianapolis at Music for All because it is a gathering of the most talented, students all around the country, as well as some great teachers around the country that I can learn from.
Working with Larry Livingston has been such a pleasure. He's just a great person. He's been teaching us so much, but not only about music, but about life lessons and professional life and stuff like that. But it's just been an amazing experience working with him.
Getting to work with amazing instructors like Larry Livingston is just such an honor.
So you must think here vertically and not run. Beam, bum, dum, 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 dim, da, da, dum, dim, da, da, da. That's the quality of the rhythm. So when we get to the sections, yum, da, 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 this way, not running. Bear claws. This is the Russian bear clawing for freedom. 1, 2, 3.
In order to be this skilled at this age, you have to be disciplined because you can't just want to do it. You have to make a commitment of time. You have to have a teacher. You have to practice. You have to convince your parents you need a better instrument. There's so many factors that go into this, not least of which is the army of music educators across the land who really are doing work in the trenches to create this quality and this skill level that I'm seeing in this orchestra.
Everyone's just so welcoming, and the directors are just always welcoming, and they always encourage you to improve.
Playing Shostakovich 5 has been a really great experience, especially with such a great orchestra.
We pick music that professional orchestras play, and part of the reason for that is great music wins. The higher the level of music, the greater the demand, not only technically, but from a spiritual and interpretive standpoint, the more the takeaway is for the student. So we're playing Shostakovich 5. It's one of the virtuoso pieces in the repertoire, very often played. It always will be played, perhaps the greatest symphony in the 20th century.
And this is what I want. 1, 2, ba! 1, 2, ba! A little aggressive. 1, 2. Together. 1, 2. Thank you. And tuba leads. 1, 2. 1, 2. Thank you.
Music for All brings so much difficult repertoire that you've never really been introduced to, and it's the repertoire that professional orchestras around the world plays, and you're playing it with a bunch of other high schoolers, and that's just an amazing experience to have, and it gives you a glimpse of what it really is like to be called a professional and what that has to take from you as an individual, as a musician, all the practicing that has to go into those kind of things.
So sad. Maybe it's my breath.
The research in neuroscience is quite clear that oxytocin and dopamine are being fired by the neurotransmitters in the brain when you do music. So there's ample evidence that it improves your neurological capacity, SAT scores, graduation rates, the kind of college you might go to, and ultimately how productive you might be as an adult.
We always say the music is important. That's ultimately, what we're after, really high-level playing and high-level understanding and depth. But then behind all of that, the basis of everything is the human-to-human interaction. And I feel that when we're having fun, when we're loving each other, when we're really, doing everything together, the music goes to another level.
I believe that music is a vehicle that brings people together, and especially here at Music for All, it doesn't matter where you're from, what your race is, you get to make music, and that's why we come here.
We live at a time when the country is very divided, and my idea is to really try to be a crusader for forgiveness, compassion, and tolerance. And I strongly encourage the students at lunch and dinner and when they have any social time, ask each of them to seek out someone who's different, who looks different, different gender, different race, different ethnicity. Spend some time with that person, because this is a wonderful opportunity to broaden your perspective on what it means to be human. And in my view, the real goal for young people is to become self-identified Samaritans, to go into the world and to accept and love every individual that person meets.
That's one of my favorite things about Music for All, is always meeting new kids from around the country that I've never seen before that are like very, very talented. And like it's always nice to make new friends and like have like that contact and like friendship continuing after Music for All.
Music for All has helped me with all sorts of different things, and it's made me a better person. Whether it's my interactions with my colleagues or with teachers and conductors, it's definitely solidified all of that.
Music for All is life-changing, and it has changed my life.